So today we are going to design a book card in Blender. So it is a modeling tutorial. We are just going to make a simple card. So this is the picture for the reference. You can search it. The reference is from Amazon. So here we also have the dimensions. So basically for this tutorial we are going to use these dimensions. So we have 75 centimeter, 35 centimeter, and the height is 125 centimeter. So I'm going to make this card in Blender. So first of all, I am going to delete everything. And here, if I am go to here on the scene properties, here you can see the units. So units are in metric, and we can change it to centimeters according to our reference. Okay, so first I am going to add a plane, Shift A, and we can add a plane. So for this plane, I am going to make the total size is uh, 200 centimeter, and we can change it to 75 centimeter. So we have this y on 75 centimeter. Okay, and this is only for reference. Shift A, and again we are going to add a plane, and for this plane I am going to rotate it R and X, and here press 90. Okay, and for this plane, if we press N, and here under the item we can see its dimension X is 75. If we increase X, you can see it's increasing in this the X fraction, and here we have the Y, and the Z is 0. So if we press Y, you can see it's increasing in the Z direction, in this direction, because we did not apply the scale. So 75, 75, because its location and rotation is changed. So control A, and apply all transformation. By applying that, we apply this location and rotation. So now our this y is 0, and here for this height we can change its height, and this one according to this dimension 125. So 125 millimeter, and its width, this one is 35, so x will be 35. Okay, and here control A, apply all transformation. So this scale is 111, and here I'm going to go to the edit mode, press tab, go to edit mode, and just select this move tool and move it till it's match this plane near to it. So we have this 75 millimeter, and when we move it in the edit mode, the origin is on this place. Okay, so for this one, no, we don't needed this plane, so we can delete this one, and this one, go to edit, press A to select everything, press 1, and just move it like that, so it's in this position. I'm just going to move it till this position, because we also have to add some wheels here. Okay, like that, and now press 3. So select this face and press X to delete, and now we only want to delete this face, we don't want to delete the vertices and the edges. So just X and delete only faces. So no, it will only delete the face, but we have these vertices and we also have these edges. So this edge we don't need it, press X and delete this edge. So we left this shape, and select these two, and control shift B, so we can bevel it like that, and just bevel it like that way. Okay, so now for this one, I'm going to go to the object mode. Make sure you're in the object mode and right click, and here you can see convert option, and we want this. So basically this one is a mesh, but we want to convert it into a curve. So now we have this curve object, you can see, and for if we make the mesh to curve, we have this option here for the curve properties, the object data properties of this curve. And if you go here to geometry, and here you can round it like that, extrude it like that, or you can also, if you have any object, or you can also make a profile like that. So here you can see its shape is changing according to this profile like that. It's looking good for me. And here we can also increase its resolution 6 and shade smooth like that. Okay, so our origin is in the middle, and if we want, this is also good, but you can also make it round. And for this one, go to modifier, and we are just going to add a mirror modifier in the x direction, so it's in the middle. The origin is in the middle, and here we have these two, this one and this one. Okay, now we needed to we are going to make this structure in the middle. Shift A and mesh and plane, and we are going to rotate it around the x or x and 90, and control A, apply all transformation, then press tab to go to the object mode and press 1, so we can move it here like that, and S and X to scale it like that, and press 3, so you are in the right view, and make it in the middle. Make sure it's in the middle of this structure. So by using these simple shapes and simple geometry, we are going to make it, and select these two and make it till this point. Here we can see like that. It's looking good. Okay. So basically this is in the middle, and here we can apply a modifier, the solidify modifier, and when we add the solidify, we can change its thickness. It will add a thickness, but we want this thickness on the both side, so our initial geometry is in the middle, and sketch extrude half on one direction and half on the other direction. So for that we can make the offset 0, so now you can see it's extruding on both side. So this much, 0.01, the thickness a little bit more, 0.1, 0.5, 1 is good. Yeah. Okay, so for this one, we can again use our mirror and along the y-axis. So here we have this object. Okay, next, simple, shift A, and we can add a cube. Cube is good. So it's very big. We can increase its size, something like that, and S and Z. Press 3 on your numpad. So you are in the front, sorry, the right side view. Press 3, or you can click here on the X direction like that, and S and Y to scale it in Y direction like that, and just see if you can move it till this position, and again S and Y, so it's just touching with this structure, so like it's welded with this one. And for this one, we can make it round. Round is good. Yeah, like that, and S and Y, so it's just little bit touching with these things, and S and X like that. So basically this structure is welded, this one, and we can S and Z decrease its thickness like that. It looking good. Control A, apply all transformation, and here we can Go to edit mode and make sure everything is selected and you are in the edge selection mode. Control B, sorry, Control B, and so we can bevel it like that. It's good. Apply the and Shift D to duplicate it and or Y 90. So basically its origin is here in the middle. That's why it's not, it's rotating around this origin. And Control A and apply all transformation and set origin to geometry. So now if we rotate it, it will rotate around this origin, the yellow dot you can see, and press right 90. So we have this one in the middle. We are going to make it here, and I'm going to decrease its size S and Z, make it something like that. So it's basically touch this shelf, and for this one S and X, decrease its size, so it must weld it with these parts, and make sure it's in the middle of that. Okay, like that. And just, and also for this one, region to 3D cursor, region to geometry. So it has origin here and it has origin here, and we can select this, press 3 and Control D and make one here, and again these two, Control D, and like that. So this is our card. The only thing left is these wheels. So for now I am going to move these two above because we have to work here. And this one, we have wheels here. So for this one and this one, I'm going to move it little bit above like that. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to Control A and I'm going to add a plane here, a simple plane, and S to scale it and make it smaller. Control A, apply all transformation, press tab, and so you are go to the edit mode, press 1, and I am going to move this one in the edit mode, so we have this origin of this plane in the place of the 3D cursor here. So I am going to move it here from this point. So basically press 1. I am going to delete these two to move it in this location. I'm going to delete these two vertices. Now we only left these two. Press 1, press 3, so you are in this position. Move it till this point, and this one I'm going to make it a little bit backward like that, and select these two and press E to extrude it and place it like that. Press A to select everything, little bit here. This one I am going to move like that. Just try to get this shape like that. Okay, and select everything, press 1 and just move it till this point. Okay, now I am going to select all of these things, press 1 and shift E to duplicate it and then move it in the X direction, and make sure you move it like that. So distance from here to here and here to here are similar. So just try to do that. Okay, no, it's good. Now I'm going to select this one and press F to join it. This one and this one and F to join it, and then two, select this one and F to fill it. So we will have like that. Then press 2. So you are in the edge selection mode. Select these two edges. Control B to duplicate it. Now you can see here we have this issue here. We are adding the bevel, but bevel is not uh, uh, doing it perfectly here in this place. So that is because of what we call the face orientation, the normals. So here the normals are outside, and here the normals are uh, inside. So basically here we have inside and here we have outside. So control Z to go back, and here we can see. So basically the color, if the color is red on the outer side, it must uh, for all of the sides. So shift A select everything and shift N to recalculate the normals. So now you can see the normals are the outside and we have the red inside. So now if we select these two edges and control B, you can see now the bevel is working perfectly. And press 1, so you are in the edge selection mode. Select this edge and these two edges and control shift B to bevel these two, the four points. Okay, so now it's looking good, and we can apply the modifier, the solidify. And here for the solidify, you can see its thickness is very large. We have to increase it 0.01, 0.05. One is too much, 0.075, point 1 is good. Okay, and for this one, select everything and move a little bit. Press 3. Yeah, it's good. And here I'm going to select this top face. Shift S and we can cursor to select it. I'm going too fast. Just comment if I am doing it very quickly. So for the next tutorial, I make it slow, on a slow pace. So control A, and here we are going to add a cylinder, and we can go here to this overlays and face orientation, turn it off and make it smaller. This one more smaller. Okay, control A, apply all transformation, and here this top one and this top one I'm going to, so basically this one we don't need this face, so I'm going to select this face and move it, select everything like that, and select this face and X to delete this face. And here I'm going to select this one and make it a little bit, so press 2 and press Alt and select this edge, so it will select the whole loop. E to extrude and then S to scale and scale it like that. Then E and Z, scale it like that, and then E and S, E and S like that. Okay, so It's looking good. I'm going to press 2 and select this loop and control B to bevel it like that, and also select this control B to bevel it. Also select this loop, control B to bevel it like that, and let me try to use the subdivision surface level 2 and shade smooth and check its face orientation. It's looking good. And for this one, it's not in the middle of this structure, so we can just move it like that, so it is in the middle. And this one, we have to move it like that, and this complete loop, so it is basically hidden. And shade smooth for this one, and here we don't have enough geometry. It's looking very bad. Okay, so here we have this shading issue. We can do it auto smooth and make this 60, and here we can also use another modifier, weighted normal, so it will have a good shading. Yeah, it's looking good. And again, I'm going to select this face and this face, shift S, cursor to selected. Select these two face, shift S and cursor to selected. So we have this cursor in the middle, shift A, and we are going to add a cylinder. And this cylinder we are going to make it very small, and RY and 90 like that. And control A, apply all transformation. When we apply all the transformation, the region of this object will be moved to the overall region point. This here the x y 0 and the x y and z, and here we have the origin of this whole environment where everything is 0 0 0. So when we apply this transformation, this origin move to this point. Okay, so this one we have select everything, make it small, and then S and X to extrude it like that in this position, and press 2 so you are in the edge selection mode. Select this edge or face and control B and bevel it like that, so it's looking good. And shade smooth it, and here also add an other circle, sorry, cylinder, and same way we are going to make it smaller just like that. And we are going to control A, apply our transformation, and for this one go to edit mode or Y and 90 like that, and we are going to increase its size. So basically we want to increase its size, but we don't want to increase its thickness. So S to scale and then shift X, so now it will scale, but it will not scale in the X direction. So now you can see we are going to scale it like that, but it's not scaling in the X direction like that. So a little bit more smaller, and here we have to change the position like that, and control A and control A for these two objects. Go to edit mode, and here we are going to press 3, this face and this face, these two faces. And here if you see we are in the now in the median point, so I will insert this face like that, then E to extrude, and then S to scale in the X direction like that. So now you can see on the both direction S and X like that. Again I to insert it like that, on both sides, and E and SX to scale it in this direction, and again I to insect it, till this position, E and S to scale like that. And here we are going to press 2. I am going to select this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge, and control B to bevel it like that. And same thing on the other side, alt, select all of these loops, alt shift and control B like that. And let's apply the subdivision surface, level 2 and shade smooth. So this is the wheel. So now one thing is that, so we are going to make this size smaller. So select everything, S and X like that. Go to edit mode, press A to select everything, S and X. Yeah. So for this, select select this one and see origin is here in this point, and also for this one, all of these objects. Now we needed to mirror this one. So first I'm going to go here and use the mirror for this object and mirror it in the X and Y direction. Now I am going to select this one, this one, all of these, press shift and select these remaining objects which we want to mirror first, and then in the last select this one, this object where we already apply the mirror. So select this one and then control L, so we can link the modifier for this last object which we selected. So copy modifier. So now you can see this modifier for the mirror is copied, and here we have this one. So this bookshelf is completed. Now you can go and apply the material. I'm going to use the blender kit. Let's find a material and metal or wood or any material you want. So which metal we are going to use? This is rusty, too much rusty. This one is good. So let's see. It's downloading. So now the material is applied, and we can press A to select everything, then shift, deselect this one, and then select and control L and link the material. So the material is applied. For this one, go to shading, and here you can see all the nodes, and you can play with it to change the setting according to your requirement. So for me it's looking good, and here we can apply the render setting. Go to cycle, GPU, denoising, change everything according to you. Here under the uh, color, I'm going to apply the environment texture. Close your eyes, don't see my folders. So basically you can apply the HDRIs, and it's looking very, so the material is not in a good way. You can play with these uh, nodes and change the setting according to you. And for this one, I am going to remove this material, and this one just a simple metallic. blackish material. Okay, so you can render it and play with it and make this book card. I try to make it in a simple way.